began playing piano when I was really little, I was 4 years old. But of course my mum set me at the piano. But quite quickly, it was a lot of fun for me to just be creative and play and not only need like sightseeing, playing with notes and everything. And I improvised a lot, always in C major because that was easy, during my childhood until, while I was studying classical music, I always improvised a lot too. It's my job. I need money. I don't know how much money I'm going to get. If I play for gigs, everything's prepared in advance. And here I go out. I can usually kind of expect, okay, this is about how much I'm gonna get, but there's no guarantee. And that influences the way I play because I know what I have to do to get the money, and that's always been playing very technically, like wow and romantic, like those big American films that are like that for an hour. And that's what I do when I'm not very inspired, I say. Just let the things come out again and again and again because I know that those things work. But I try to stay as fresh as possible and be creative. This piano I'm using for the streets, I got it here in a shop. That was quite of a story. Because I knew, okay, I need a piano to play on the streets. Nobody's gonna rent me a piano if I tell them I need it for the streets. So I decided to buy one with a leasing system. And yeah, it was quite risky because I organized everything, had it at home, and then suddenly I thought, oh, I have 5 steps at home. I can't have it in my home. So it stayed actually all summer last year in the staircase playing with temperature and humidity differences, and I was like, oh, I haven't finished paying this piano. If they want it back, because I might not be able to pay it, the piano's going to be in such a bad state. I've bumped it everywhere. I went in the U-Bahn with the piano, and I was stressed a few times. So it's a little shop here in Berlin. And I'm still paying the leasing, a few more months. And although it's not a very good piano, I've found ways of using it to let it sound as well as I can make it sound. When I play, I usually play with my eyes closed in my bubble, because otherwise I can't get out of my head. I'm paying too much attention to what's happening around. I like to, when I play, I like to not to think and not to decide what I'm doing. To just be like a vessel through which something is flowing, inspiration from I don't know where, and not choosing too much, and that's the way I feel best. And that's often how I compare this feeling of letting go and not thinking. I often say that the piano is my best friend and my worst enemy at the same time, because it's quite a heavy instrument to move around, but it's allowed me to really live quite comfortably. But I'm a lot on my own, and I needed that for a while, because I did a lot of different projects with people in Switzerland, and we often say there's 3 aspects: how it is with people, the financial aspect, and how the art is. And if you already got 2 of those aspects which are positive, you can be happy. Especially here in Kreuzberg, there are a lot of social cases which are quite heavy, and I had to learn how to deal with those people, because they want to participate in a way. They want to suddenly play the piano while I'm playing, and they don't really consider that I'm working because it looks like I'm having fun and I'm just closing my eyes and playing. But if that happens 3 times per day, if I get angry, I'm going to put myself in a bad energy. So I always have to find a way of dealing with these people. It's been a few weeks. I've played so much here at the Landwehrkanal, and people are beginning to complain, like neighbors who heard me 50, 60 times. And that I can understand too, because even if I'm offering music which people are not used to on the streets, it is always me speaking and playing, and it would also get on my nerves too. I remember once I was not far from here in Hobrechtbrücke, and I was too quick and the whole piano just fell on the ground. And those are times where you really think, oh, what am I doing with my life? Just get a job. It's not easy to work with people because you're doing something where you're really trying to find a universe together, and there's all these energies. It's not conflictuous, but you have to find a way of communicating things. And now I've been doing all this street music alone, and I've been communicating with all these voices in my head saying, okay, this is good, this is not good, and I've had enough of this now, and I want to work with people again. I'm looking forward to find financial stability. I do have to admit that. How that will happen, I'm not sure yet. But, well, now I've been doing this street music and not really investing energy in working with agencies or maybe doing more music for advertisements, because that pays really well, and if you have enough of them, that would allow me to go and live somewhere in the nature, just have Wi-Fi and do my work from my office, which is in front of trees. And yeah, I really appreciate having calm days too. And I'm looking forward to have children when I have that financial stability. Yeah. Although sometimes I'm really scared because I don't really know how things are going to happen. But I mean, overall, it's always been okay. And I think there's fears we have of, oh, what's going to happen next. I think the thing is just trying to be as caring as possible, as present as possible to what we want, what we need, and accept to transform. Sometimes we have dreams and then we regret we didn't follow them. And I mean, you can always make up new ones, and being flexible enough.
Das war gut, das war sehr, sehr gut.
Dankeschön.
Hat irgendwie die Seele befreit.
Das soll die Musik machen, ja? Genau. Dankeschön.
Gerne.